All right, good morning, friends. This is Danessa again, here to do thermal class with you. As you can see, we've moved the 75-minute to the 60-minute. That's what we'll be doing going forward, so I'm going to jump right in. If you don't know me, I typically teach this thermal class at Club Greenwood at 9:30 a.m. on Sundays. So here we go. We're going to get right to our mats right away. You can be facing the front edge of your mat. I'm going to be turning towards you on a lot of these poses just so you can see the form, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and find our feet on the mat, all 8 corners of the feet. Feel those roots on the mat, and then just start to find some upper body movements right before you find stillness. Let's get some moves in. Maybe pedal out those legs for a minute. I did a little short workout before this. I also turned the heat up in my place, just FYI, so that you are able to have a little bit more of that heat feel. Right now, I've got my place at 85, and it's feeling pretty good. I'm definitely sweating already. So, all right, so get that shoulder roll, neck roll out. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and bring our feet together. Big toe mounds to touch. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead and find some stillness for a moment. Allow the eyes to flutter shut. Big toe mounds are touching, heels are slightly separate. You can take hip width feet if that feels better on your back. Bring the feet together when you're able and ready. And just feel those shoulders getting heavy at your sides. Maybe the blades get a little closer in the back of the body as you spread across the collarbone. Take note of how you're feeling this morning. I know for me at work this week, it was very hectic. And so I need this extra time in order to be able to connect with myself. I'm not feeling as harmonious mentally, energetically, physically. And I want to make that my intention on the mat this morning. So whatever it is for you, go ahead and connect with that here. And then we're going to move into our breath work. So to kind of move closer and show you guys a little bit of what this looks like, you're going to be taking the hands underneath the chin, fingers into the webbing, palms pressed. You will be standing. I just want to show you this close up for one moment. So you're going to take the knuckles underneath the chin, just lightly press them into one another. And then on your inhale, you'll take the elbows wide, lift them up towards the ceiling as the palms release and separate. Look up, but the shoulders remain over the hips. Exhale. Nice and loud as you attempt to keep the gaze up and bring the elbows together in front of your neck and chest. Then to start over, you'll drop again, gaze forward, elbows dropped, inhale, lift. Palms separate, look up. Exhale, let it go as you bring the palms and the elbows together in front of the body. All right, so from here, we're going to take about 8 more of those. Keep going at your own pace if you're familiar. Otherwise, again, the knuckles underneath the chin. Inhale, lift up, palms separate, elbows lift, gaze up on the inhale, exhale, let it go. Palms come together, elbows attempt to touch in front of the chest. Start over, drop it again, gaze forward, elbows dropped, inhale, lift. Try to keep a pace, 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, continue to move through. Drop the gaze again with the elbows. Inhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Bring the elbows in front of the chest. And then we will start over. So from here, inhale, lift up. Keep moving through. I'm trying to change my video thing around here a little bit. All right, so you've got 3 more here. Inhale lifts you back up. Exhales, bring those elbows together and let that breath release. Take 2 more at your own pace. And 1 more, nice and present. Release it all. Arms come to your sides. Take a shoulder roll or neck roll. I like to take my hands behind my head a little bit. So again, you're facing the front edge of your mat. A lot of times I'm going to be facing you just so I can show you the form, but you'll see a lot from the side as well. So I'm going to be interchanging just so you know, okay? All right, so from here, we're gonna come right into our first set. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Knees and feet together as the body allows. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale to steeple grip. If you're not familiar, fingers into the webbing, palms are pressed, index fingers release, okay? Arms stay above the head, shoulders are soft. Here we go, half moon pose. Inhale, lift out the crown. I like to bend the knees. Exhale, take the fingertips to the right. 1 minute, we're already in it. Square your shoulders and hips forward and ignite the lower body. Pull your tush and your belly to midline. Pull the elbows back slightly so your biceps are by your ears. Soften through the shoulders. Maybe every inhale brings you out a little bit physically, and on the exhale, you take it further. Or maybe you just know this morning as you're getting warm, you're gonna just take it really nice and slow, staying very minimal on the physical depth. You're already halfway, find the breath and let it lead. Ujjayi, if you're familiar, I'm gonna come forward, stay in the pose. That's the hissing sound at the back of the throat, if you can hear me. It's almost like a gravelly sound at the back of the throat. The mouth remains shut on inhales and exhales again. Okay, take 3 more with me. Stick with it. Maybe a little more physical depth as the body allows. Keep the chin off the chest, 10 seconds. Release, come to midline. Take the hands to the heart, maybe shoulder roll, neck roll. Get a little bounce in that step if you need to release the low back. We're just getting warm, so I want to take a little freestyle in between. All right, next exhale, back up to that steeple grip. We're gonna move into the left side. Inhale, lift out of the crown of the head, maybe that bend of the knees. Exhale, fingertips to the left as the lower body ignites. You're in it. Pull those shoulders down away from the ears. Lift the chin off the chest. Biceps pull back by the ears. Ignite that lower body and square your shoulders and hips forward. You're already 20 seconds in. Find the breath and stick with it. Maybe you take one breath to notice if this side feels the same as the other side. Yes or no, let it go. No critique or judgment. You're simply being aware of yourself and staying connected. All right, guys, 4 more breaths. Keep with it. Last one here. Release, inhale midline, exhale, drop the shoulders maybe in front, hands in front or hands in the back, whatever you need. I like to get a little movement in my low back, especially on that pose. It's a big one to start out with, okay? Shoulder roll, neck roll. Now we've got our first heart opener. Back up to that steeple grip, fingers are into the webbing, palms pressed, just like in half moon. I'm gonna show you from the side on this one. Don't look around once your spine is compressed, guys. So if you need to watch me for a moment, please do that. Knees and feet together. Inhale, lift out the heart. Keep that lift. Exhale, let the fingertips fall back. Biceps remain by the ears as the gaze falls back with it. 10 more seconds. 2 big breaths. Inhale, squeeze your butt. Lift out of the heart. Exhale, let the fingertips and gaze fall back. Take another. Release. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down the mat, lengthening from hip to fingertip. Once you're down, let's freestyle in our fold. Woo, I had a big, long massage yesterday, and I'm definitely feeling it along with my workout this morning. So just be gentle here, right? Maybe you don't go full throttle on all the poses today. Come back to your intention. What was it for your practice this morning? Intentions are so powerful. To belief. All right, guys, take another breath in freestyle. Shake out that head. We've got Padahastasana. Okay, I'm going to show you from the side. You're taking your hands palm up underneath your heels. If that's not available to you, grab ankles or calves. Whatever you grip, ignite the arm muscles. On your next exhale, lift the tush and drop the head. You've got 20 seconds in this set. Keep igniting the grip and pulling the elbows behind your calves. On the exhales, let the weight fall to your toes and lift your tush again. Drop the head, take 2 more. Release, biceps back by your ears. You've got that steeple grip, nice tight core as you lift all the way to standing. Exhale, arms float to your sides. Cool. So you'll be facing one way in that whole set of poses. I'm just turning to show you guys form, okay? So back to facing the front edge of my mat. We've got our second set. This time half as long in the half moves. Let's go. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. This time I've got my awkward steeple grip. My opposite fingers and thumb on top, okay? Keeping the body nice and balanced. That's what yoga does. Beautiful counterbalancing throughout the practice. Soften through the shoulders. Here we go. Inhale, lift out of the crown. Exhale, fingertips to the right. Square off those shoulders and hips. Ignite the lower body. You're in it. If you want more, you can cross the left foot in front of or behind the right, depending on what the body needs that day. Right? More back of the body is front foot crossed into the back and the glutes. Back foot cross is more hip flexor. Okay. You're already halfway. Maybe you just stay where you're at in neutral. Feet next to one another as usual. Last 10 seconds. Where are you going with it? Release. Inhale, center line. Exhale, take a moment to soften those shoulders. See if you can remain in the steeple grip. Here we go. Left side. Inhale, lift out of the crown of the head. Exhale, fingertips to the left. Square off those shoulders and hips. Chin off the chest. Ignite the lower body. You're in it. Now maybe you take the leg variation if you took it on the other side. Still letting the breath lead throughout. 20 seconds. Last breath. Release. Inhale, center line. Exhale, we're going to take our second heart opener. So from here, you can keep that steeple grip. You can butterfly your hands or you can goal post. I personally like the goal posting because it really lets me stretch across those front delts. Once again, I'm going to turn so you can see me from the side. Maybe feet are hip width apart if you're feeling in your low back at all. Otherwise, knees and feet together. Arms are goal posted. Inhale, lift out of the heart. 15 seconds on this one. Exhale, pull the shoulders down and away as the gaze falls back. Butt is squeezed. Shoulder blades squeezed. 10 seconds. Maybe an audible exhale. Release. Inhale, tall, awkward grip. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthening hip to finger on the way down. You might feel that in the low back. I know I do. So pedal out for a moment, and then we're going to go right into our set. I'm going to turn so you can see me from the front this time, and just in case you need to see that. So, Padahastasana, heels lift, palms up, fingers forward. Maybe it's ankles or calves that you grip. Whatever the grip is, ignite it. Exhale, drop the head, lift the tush. 15 seconds this time. Keep with the breath. Look up towards that belly button. And release, turning back to the sides. You can see the form, awkward grip. Inhale, lift to standing. Exhale, arms float to your sides. All right, second set's in the books. Take a breath. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe the intention for you needs to change, or maybe you just come back to the one that you had at the beginning of your practice. These small pauses in between the same series are reset moments. Take them, right? Don't take time to critique and judge. It's simply time for gratitude and intention. Gratitude and intention. All right, here we go. Awkward series. I'm going to show this guy from the side. You're facing the front edge of your mat just as I'm doing right now, okay? This is our awkward series. Basically chair pose and 2 other variations. You're going to step the right foot out to the right, about 2 fist widths or hips width distance. Inhale, arms lift parallel to the mat. Exhale, shoulders pull back and down. On your inhale, lift out of the heart, keep the lift. Exhale, heart remains forward as you sit down and back into chair pose. Look down, make sure all 10 toes are in front of your knees. You're creating a C curve in your spine as you challenge the quads a little more to parallel on the exhales. 10 seconds, guys, stick with me. Lighten those toes. Release nice and slow, all the way up to tiptoes. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm lifted up, my heels are spiked. Press into those big toes, soften through the shoulders. Stick with it. Now, if you want more, spike the heels even further. Maybe you bend the knees and bring the back down the wall. I don't always do this variation. I like the straight legs a lot on my tiptoes. Whatever it is, 10 seconds. Shoulders over hips, guys, no curve in the spine. And release, inhale all the way up to those tiptoes, straight legs. Exhale, heels to mat. Final variation, I want to show you from the front. Your arms remain up. I'm turning my toes in, but they're not touching. My knees are. So bring the knees together, toes are simply turned towards one another. No curve in the spine again as I turn towards the front edge of my mat. Inhale, squeeze the belly, lift out of the heart. Exhale, heels lift as you slide the back down the wall. I've had some previous knee injuries, so for me, 6 inches down on the bend of the knee is all I need. Squeeze the knees, squeeze the belly, take 2 more breaths. Release nice and slow, all the way straight like tiptoes. 3, 2, 1. Release it down to the mat. Feet come together, arms release. All right, awkward series in the books. I'm going to move this down just a little so that you can see my feet on our next sets. Garudasana, eagle pose. First 1-footer, guys. So how's your body going to respond? Take notice without judgment as much as possible. Here we go. You're facing the front edge of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, right arm floats underneath left. Tight shoulders, opposite hand to shoulder. So I was right underneath left. If you want to try to grip the palms, go ahead. Elbows down, shoulders level. Do you notice some tightness in the shoulders? I sure do already. Inhale, sit down in back chair pose. Exhale, right leg comes over left. You can kickstand the toes, you can single wrap, or you can fully double wrap those toes, but you want the hips squared forward, shoulders over hips. 10 more seconds. Practice increasing the binds of the arms and legs. Maybe you sit a little lower with the straight spine. Release, feet meet, arms release. On an inhale, palms touch above the head. Exhale, right in that left side, left arm under. Half wrap for tight shoulders, full wrap otherwise. This side might look different than the other side. That's all good. Elbows down, shoulders level. Here we go. Inhale, chair. Exhale, right foot roots. Left leg wraps, kickstand, single wrap or double wrap. Some days it's different for me. You want to square those shoulders hips forward. So pull the left hip to the back of the room. Elbows down, straight spine. 10 seconds. Release, feet meet, arms release. Right into that second set. This time I'm going to show you from the side just so you have another vantage point. Exhale, right arm floats. Finding my grip. This time I'm lifting the elbows, covering my side with my forearms. Maybe you stare into that crease and try something new. Inhale, sit down to chair. Exhale, right foot crosses. Kickstand, single wrap, double wrap, wherever you go. Straight spine. Woo, feeling wobbly, that happens. Okay, if you want to stay here, go for it. If you want to fly, push the arch of the back up, hollow the belly, bring elbow to knee as the tush drops. We're in it for 10 seconds total. Flyers release to upright. Everybody stay in if you can. And release, feet meet. I almost fell out. Palms touch above the head. Final second. Take a break after this. Stick with me. Left arm floats under. Find that bind. Lift those elbows. Inhale, chair. Exhale, root and wrap. Find stability first and then decide upon any variations. Flying. Elbow to knee. Flyers release to upright. See if everybody can stay in. Release the pose. Feet meet, arms release, palms touch, arms float. Take a break, guys. Woo, feeling that. I'm sweating for sure. Got my temp at 85. I mentioned that at the beginning. So that really helps actually if you need some more limberness since we're typically used to such a hot room. Up to you. If you're going to stay in a cooler room though, just be mindful of where the body's at with this type of practice and listen to the body, okay? All right, let's take about 10, 15 more seconds. Maybe grab some water, wipe some sweat. All right, Here we go, back at it. Moving into another several sets of one-footers. This is Danessa, Janusharasana, standing leg, forehead to knee prep pose. Again, you're facing the front of your mat. That's where I'm at now when I'm turned to the side for you, okay? I want you to see this one from the side. Hands on the hips. Weight to the left foot, right knee to 90 degrees. Level off your hips, and when you're ready, drop your arms. Ignite the left leg, feel all those roots lift out of the ground, and on your exhale, right leg kicks forward. You can stay here, shoulders over hips, or maybe you lift the arms to the sky on your next inhale. Exhale, shoulders soften. We've still got 15 seconds. Every inhale presses into that left big toe mountain and squeezes your core. Exhales might kick the right toes up, or maybe you bend the knee. What do you need? Shoulders over hips, 10 seconds. Now think about unbuilding the pose on the release. Knee bends, arms drop. It would actually be arms drop, knee bends, hands to hips, feet meet, arms release. All right. Show you from the other side. Now we've got our left side. I'm going to stay in this turn though, so you can kind of get the vantage point. Try something a little different each week. Why not? Hands on the hips. Here we go. Weight to the right foot. Left knee to 90 degrees on your exhale. Ankle beneath the knee, toes flex. Level off those hips. When you're ready, drop your arms. Right leg ignites. Feel those roots on your exhale. Left leg kicks forward. Shoulders over hips. Inhale, option to lift the arms. Exhale, shoulders soften. You're in it for 15 seconds. Press into that right big toe mound. Kick up those left toes as the body allows. Squeeze that belly like crazy. Release arms, knee bends, hands on hips, feet meet, arms release. All right, nice job. So I'm going to show you one from the front, one from the side on this next set. Same pose. You can take any piece of that prep pose we just did if you're digging that and the body needs a little less physical intensity today. But if you want full throttle, we're going to go ahead and show you forehead to knee, okay? Hands on the hips, still facing the front edge of your mat. Weight to the left foot, right knee to 90 degrees. Level off those hips and drop your arms. Full expression, tee out the arms. Hollow out the belly, come all the way down to the foot and grab all 10 fingers underneath the right foot. Find your grip. On your next exhale, left leg is ignited, right leg kicks forward. Maybe you're just here absorbing this huge hammy and back of the leg stretch. Keep flexing that foot, or if you want even more, elbows under the calf and forehead to knee. Release, bend the knee, squeeze the belly, come up out of it, hands to hips, feet meet, arms release. Okay, I'm going to show you that guy from the side just so you can see it from another vantage point. Left side, here we go. Final side, final step of this pose. Hands on the hips, weight to the right foot, left knee to 90 degrees. Full expression, tee out those arms, hollow out the belly. All 10 fingers come underneath the left foot. I do awkward grip on this side. Right leg ignites. On the next exhale, maybe your left leg kicks forward. Maybe you take some time to notice some differences in your sides. Kind of cool. Stay connected with yourself. Next exhale, maybe forehead to knee. And release. Knee bends, body lifts, upper body lifts, hands to hips, feet meet, arms release. Woo, feeling that. Take a breath. Maybe I like to push back on my quads. Try not to lock out the knees. Just feel it opening in the low back. Shake out the wrists, whatever you need here. Okay. Standing bow. Danessa, Dhanurasana. Okay, big pose. If you guys have been in my other classes, you know I don't take this one too far. I have some spinal flexibility, man, that's my nemesis, okay? So be gentle. This is a very long pose. Again, I'm going to show you from the side. Start to open your right arm. Shake it out. That's a big delta opening on this set. Be gentle with what the body's offering. So you're facing the front edge of your mat. Present right palm. Looks like this from the front, okay? Palm is up. Weight to the left foot, right heel to my glutes, grip the inner arch, zip your thighs back up together, square the hips and shoulders forward, hands hard on your next exhale, arm lifts, palm forward, left arm lifts, palm forward. So the whole time, the bottom of your body is ignited, right? I'm not just hanging out here. I've got a nice tight core, my right foot's kicking into my hand and back away from my tush as my right hip kicks forward. So you're creating a horseshoe shape in the right side of the body. Upper body really stays upright until you can see that back foot over your head. As you can see, I'm a long way from that. You still got over 30 seconds here, so take it slow. Maybe every inhale lifts you out of the heart. This is a big heart opener, so create some energy. Every exhale kicks that foot back an inch. Where are you at with it today? Stick with it. You've got 4 breaths. Last one. Unbuild. Arm. Right arm releases. Feet meet. Arms release to the sides. Woo. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you this guy from the front. Left arm opens. You're still facing the front edge of your mat. Elbow to rib cage, palm up. Weight to the right foot, left heel to the glutes, grip the inner arch, zip up your thighs, square your shoulders and hips forward, hand to the heart, lower body is ignited on your exhale, right arm lifts up and palm is forward, you're in it. Already 10 seconds in. Every inhale kicks that left foot back, away from the tush and into the hand, and the exhales kick the left hip forward. You've got that horseshoe shape in the left side of the body. Heart remains lifted. Create some energy. Be intentional about it. You're halfway. "15 seconds. Keep squeezing that core. Lift out of the heart on the inhales. Keep the kick of the foot. Stay engaged. 10 seconds. Release. All right. You got another set. Half as long. Elbow to rib cage. Palm up on the right. From the side. Heel to the glute. Grip the arch. Zip the thighs. Square the shoulders. On the next exhale, left arm lifts. 30 seconds. You're in it. I was feeling that in my low back, so I'm not going to take it quite as far this time. You do you, depending on what your body's offering today, but the breath is always leading and the hips are always level in this pose. Already halfway. Final breath. Release. Maybe let that sigh out, or really just, you need to release some heat. Okay? All right, left and final side. I'll flip this time. Elbow to rib cage, palm up, weight to the right foot, left heel to the glutes. Hand to heart, lower body ignited. Next exhale, right arm lifts. You're in it. 30 seconds. Hips remain level. Lift out of your heart. Create that energy. You've got 4 breaths. Last one. Release. Ooh, I fell out of that one. It happens. My balance isn't exactly 100% today, but body's different every day, right? So just honor that. Take a couple breaths here. Open up the low back. Take a sip of water if you need to. All right. When you're ready, you're going to step to the back of your mat. Now we've got Tula Dandasana, balancing stick pose. Very quick. Looks like a capital T, or if you know Vinyasa, a warrior 3, arms by the ears. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale to that steeple grip like we did in half moon. Very beginning of class. Inhale, right foot steps forward, root. Hinge, hips are level. Exhale, find your capital T. Maybe today it's just 30 degrees capital T, and that's okay. Wherever you're at with it, squeeze your belly. Drop that left hip and lift out of your heart. Release, step back, arms stay up, shoulders soften. Right to the left side, here we go. Inhale, left foot steps forward, root. Hinge with the hips level. Exhale to your capital T, attempting to drop those right toes so you know your hips are level. Extend through the heart and the crown, back through the sole of the foot, squeeze your belly. Exhale, release, step back. You can keep those arms up. Awkward grip this time. Now, once we get into the full capital T with biceps by the ears, this time you can take a variation, but find the capital T first, okay? Hands to heart or arms fly back is an option. Inhale, right foot forward, root. Exhale, hinge, capital T. Then when you're ready, maybe hands to heart, arms fly back, maybe standing split. Getting a nice hammy stretch. Make your way back to capital T before you release. Biceps by your ears, squeeze the belly. Inhale. Exhale, release, step back. We're almost there. We're almost through the one-footers for a few. Stick with me. You've got 30 seconds. Fully through. Inhale, left foot forward. Root, hinge on the exhale. Find some stability. And once you're there, find your variation. 10 seconds. Make your way back, capital T first, biceps by the ears, squeeze the belly, inhale. Exhale, release, step back, arms come down, good. Take a moment here. Now we're gonna stay in our quarter, or we're gonna stay at the back of the mat and we're gonna quarter turn to the left. So if this was front of your mat like I was, you can quarter turn this way. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see me, okay? So I'm going to be the other edge of my mat. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, step all the way down the mat, about 3 or 4 feet. Palms come forward as the arms come parallel. Inhale, lift out of the heart. Exhale, come on down. Forward fold. Take a grip with your hands on feet, ankles, or shins. We've only got one set here. So again, I'm taking a grip, feet, ankles, or shins. Letting the weight fall to the toes as I looked up towards the belly button and bend the knees to lower the head towards the mat. You should be feeling a nice big hammy stretch, as well as between the connections of the glutes and the hammies. Should feel really good. Stay for another breath. When you're ready, we're going to stay in the fold, but release your grip and take the hands behind the back, fingers into the webbing, palms press, elbows remain bent. Squeeze the bent elbows towards one another and push the fist to where the ceiling meets the wall behind your head. 10 more seconds. Let the weight fall to your toes. Shake out the head. And release. Back and arms come parallel to the mat. Big core move. Inhale, lift to standing. Exhale, feet and hands meet at the back of the mat. And arms release. All right, we've got our peak posture of the standing series. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, this is a big guy. Take it where you need to with the physical depth. We'll get there. I'll cue you. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, step out wide right. Arms come with you. Inhale, right toes to the front edge of the mat. Exhale, bend the knee and find your warrior 2. I'm definitely feeling it today with my massage and all the other workouts I'm doing. So I'm keeping my quad at 45 degrees. If you want to go all the way parallel, cool, but keep the knees behind the toes in the front. Warrior 2, here we go. Ignite those legs, don't move them. Inhale, tick-tock the upper body. Exhale, right arm at 6, left arm at noon. Notice I am not sagging my right side body. I am lifted, so my fingertips are not touching on the right hand. I'm looking up to the left fingertips. You've still got 10 seconds, guys. Push those left ribs up. Twist out of the navel and look up to the ceiling. One more. Release. Inhale, core lifts the upper body. Exhale, straighten the leg, turn the toes to the left. Now left toes to the back of the mat. Exhale, bend the knee. Warrior 2, where's that quad going today? Feel this side out. Doesn't have to look the same as the other side. Ignite those legs and still them. Inhale, tick-tock. Exhale, left arm at 6, right arm at noon. Gaze comes up to those right fingertips. Left side body lifted off the quad. You've still got 15 seconds. Keep the back leg strong. Push the right ribs up. Twist out of the navel. You can do this. 2 more. Release, upper body lifts, inhale. Exhale, legs straightens, toes turn. Feet and hands meet at the back of the mat. Arms release. All right, second set. You have the option to bind the arms if you would like. Okay, we'll talk about that. Or you can do extended side angle, one of my personal faves, to stretch the side bodies. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, step out wide right. The arms come with you. Inhale, right toes to the front. Exhale, warrior 2. Still those legs. Inhale, tick-tock. Exhale, maybe you bind the left arm behind and look up so you keep the lift out of the side body, or you take the left arm up over the bicep but still keep the gaze up so your right side body is lifted. Keep pushing the left ribs up. Keep twisting out of the navel. Almost there. Arms release to 6 and noon. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, legs straightens, toes turn. Inhale, left toes to the back of the room. Exhale, warrior 2. Still then strengthen those legs. Here we go. Inhale, tick-tock. Exhale, left arm at 6. Right arm can vary. Bind or look up, or extended side angle and look up. Left side body stays lifted. Back leg stays strong. You still got 15 seconds. Stick with me. Keep posture almost done. 1 more. Release. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, legs straightens, toes turn. Inhale, feet and hands meet at the back of the mat. And arms release. Woo! 2 more poses before we hit the floor, guys. You're doing awesome. Here we go. Staying at the back of the mat in that quarter turn. Inhale, lift the arms, cross the thumbs. Exhale, step halfway down the mat. Inhale, turn all the way to the front edge of your mat. So now my right toes are at noon. My left toes are about 11. Inhale lifts you out of the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll down. Right knee bends, attempting to touch nose, chin, or forehead. Maybe you keep the palms together today, or you separate them. What do you need? Palms come back together. Release, feel the roots, squeeze the belly. Inhale, lift all the way to standing. Big core move. Exhale, toes to your left. Inhale, toes to the left. Now you're facing the back of the mat. Left toes at noon, right toes about 1 or 2. Opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift out of the heart. Exhale, bend the knee, tuck the chin, roll down. You're finding your connection, nose, chin, or forehead to the left knee. What are you doing with your hands? You've got 10 seconds. Plant the feet, squeeze the belly, palms together. Inhale, release all the way up to standing. Exhale, toes to your right. Inhale, feet meet at the back of the mat. Exhale, arms release. Awesome job, guys. Okay, we've got my favorite pose, tree pose, okay? I'm gonna come a little forward because I want you to see the knees. Now for me, with my knee injuries, I usually do vinyasa tree, but some days hot's a variation I can do. So I want to present obviously hot first because that's what we're doing. And then I'll show you vinyasa, okay? So feet together. This is about taking all the uplifting energy you just had in your standing series and rooting it and grounding it within you, that strength within you. Find that here, maybe even I am statement. I am strong, I am grounded, I am rooted, whatever you'd like, okay? Or maybe it's just that intention you had. Come back to it. Okay, inhale, weight to the left foot. Exhale, right knee lifts, take it out, find your grip. Hot tree is sole of the foot to the left hip flexor, sole faces up, knee presses down. This is hot, 1 or both hands to heart. Now for me, typically, and you can keep the hand right on the foot if you need to. Typically for me, I do vinyasa because of my knees. So my sole is into my inner thigh or my calf and my knee is pressing out. Just never put the foot on your knee, okay? You want it above or below. So whatever leg variation, hot, sole up, knee down, vinyasa, sole in, knee out, hands to the heart. For me, I like to try to close my eyes in this pose. Keep pressing the right foot into whatever it's touching on the left leg to stabilize yourself. We've got another few breaths here. Maybe you wave the arms and find some branches. Maybe you take a chest expansion. What do you need? 10 seconds. And release, hands come to the heart, unbuild the pose. There you go. All right, 1 minute left and then we're in Shavasana. You're doing awesome. Okay, feet together. Weight to the right foot, left knee to 90. Inhale brings that leg out. Find your grip in your tree. So hot tree, sole up, knee down, not an option for me on this side. I'm taking a vinyasa tree, sole in, knee out, hands to the heart. Ignite that lower body, press the left foot into the right leg. Then when you're ready, find your variation. You've got 20 seconds. Try to mimic the variation on the other side to keep it balanced, but it might look totally different, and that's okay. I'm trying to close my eyes to both, and I'm finding way more wobbly on the right side today. And that's all good. Smile through it. You're grounded, you're rooted, you're strong. 2 more breaths. And release, unbuild pose. Beautiful. Bow out of your standing practice, guys. Awesome job. Give yourself some gratitude. Grab some water, wipe some sweat, and then you're going to come and lay down on the mat all the way down to Shavasana. I like to keep it an active Shavasana, so just make sure you're checking in instead of checking out. One of the ways I do that is by keeping my heels together and letting the toes fall out instead of getting fully relaxed with the heels at the side edges. So maybe heels together, feet and toes fall out, and it helps keep those hips open and the lower body a little bit active. Wherever you're at with it, flutter your eyes shut. Long break here to just fully absorb what happened in your standing series. About 5 more breaths, guys, before we move into the floor series. Okay, guys, start to move those fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. We're going to come into Pavana Uttasana, single wind removing pose. Straighten out the legs, flex the toes back, inhale the right knee into your chest, exhale to grip hamstring or shin. On your inhale, right knee comes outside the ribs and up towards your right shoulder. Left leg pressed down to the mat. You should feel a nice big opening in that left hip flexor. 10 seconds. Soften through the shoulders and neck. And release. Inhale the right knee back into the chest. Kick the leg up. On the exhale, take it long on the mat. All right, from here, zip the legs up. Inhale the left knee into the chest. Exhale to grip. Inhale, take the left knee outside the ribs. Exhale the left knee up to the shoulder. Right leg is fully engaged on the mat. Press down, 10 seconds. All right, inhale, left knee release back into the chest. Exhale, leg kicks up and comes down to the mat nice and slow. Make it a core move. All right, now both soles of the feet to the mat, double wind removing pose. We're going to bring both knees into the chest and find a grip with your hands on feet, on the hamstrings or the shins. And you can take opposite hand to elbow. Try not to grip the joints too bad. Maybe if that's not available today, you grip opposite hand to forearm. Just avoid the wrist grip. Okay, wherever you're at with it, maybe sway side to side a little bit as you lengthen the tailbone down the mat. You should feel a nice little pinch in your hip flexors. That's going to help release new blood flow to the body. It's just a beautiful thing for the internal body and the nervous system. So absorb that feeling. And then when you're on your last breath or so here, you might bring the nose to the knees. Now, you have the option to stay here for about 4 more breaths, or you can come into happy baby. Take the knees outside the ribs, take a grip with your hands on feet, ankles, or shins. Push the tailbone down to the mat and look down your nose. So you've got a nice lengthened spine, and you feel the opening in that groin and the inner thighs. Keep the grip, 10 seconds. Maybe those knees come out a little further outside the ribs and towards the mat. And release, both knees back in the chest, kick those legs up, nice big core move, body is long on the mat. We're gonna come into our first hot sit-up. We have several of those in the floor series. This is our first set, and then we're gonna come into our spinal strengtheners. Arms are above the head. Inhale, sit up, rock up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you find the grip and just feel that opening of the legs, or you just let it all fall forward. You can do anything you want like that in all of the hot sit-ups, or maybe you skip the hot sit-ups, that's okay too. All right, we're gonna flip around onto our bellies, come to the front edge of our mat. So head's at the front edge of the mat. My hands are underneath my shoulders. For Cobra Pose, you're gonna have your all 10 toenails pushing down the whole time. The tush is engaged. Hands are under the shoulders, fingers parallel with the front edge of the mat, or excuse me, your shoulders. Exhale the air, press the toes down on your inhale, lift off the upper body. No weight in your hands on this set. Squeeze your butt, lift a little higher, see if you can create some energy forward on the heart. Stay for 1 more. Next exhale, release, arms at your sides. Chin to the mat, left ear to the mat, Shavasana, just 2 breaths. Second set, maybe a little harder or higher on the upper body, and you can put some weight in the hands. Hands come back, maybe they pull back towards the ribs a little bit. Elbows in, exhale the air, 10 toes press. Inhale, lift up. Maybe a little weight in those fingertips as you squeeze the butt. Push the toes down, lift off the upper body. Inhale. Exhale, release. Chin to the mat, arms at your sides, right ear to the mat. 10 seconds. Now we've got our locust variations. Take the chin or forehead back to the mat, ideally the forehead. In this set, we do 2 single legs and 1 double leg between the 2, okay? So hands come palm down at your side. Some days my elbows can take it. Ideally, you've got the arms underneath the hip bones, and the hip bones are pressing into your forearms, the fatty part of your forearms. Chin or forehead to the mat, okay? Some days my neck only allows the chin, right? So from here, exhale your air. Inhale, right leg lifts. Extend those toes up and back. Squeeze your tush. Lift again on your inhale, right heel goes up. Exhale, release. Keep the chin on the mat. Let's go right into the left leg. Exhale your air. Right leg softens. Inhale, left leg engages. Extend those toes up and back. Stay for a full breath again. Next inhale, kick up, lift up. Exhale, release the leg to the mat. Take those arms out. Left ear to the mat, Shavasana. 10 seconds. Now you've got your full locust. You're going to take your chin or forehead back to the mat. Take the hands up under the hips again, or stay outside if that's what the body needs. This time, both legs lifting. Exhale your air. Inhale, push the hip bones down as the legs lift. See if you can get those quads a little higher off the mat with a squeeze of the tush, a lift of the heels. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, release. Take the arms out, bounce out those elbows as needed. Right ear to the mat, arms at your side, Shavasana. 10 seconds. Chin or forehead back to the mat. Now we've got our peak posture of the floor series, floor bow. So just like standing bow, except we're not on our feet, right? So no balance move here. You're gonna bring your heels into your glutes, 2 sets. Take a grip with your hands on feet, ankles, or shins. You're attempting to kick the heels away and lift out of the heart. This time we enter on an exhale. Inhale your air, knees are together. Exhale, kick and lift. See if you can get those quads lifted off the mat. Keep the energy forward and up out of the heart. Inhale, kick and lift again. Exhale, release. Chin or forehead to the mat. Maybe you windshield wiper the legs before you turn the ear. Bring the legs down to the mat, left ear to the mat, 10 seconds, Shavasana. All right, second set, floor bow, last one, heels into the glutes. We're gonna enter on an exhale, keep that grip, knees together, inhale, exhale, kick and lift. Keep the kick, maybe you look up this time, close the mouth, stretch that throat. Inhale, lift the tush, lift the quads. Squeeze the tush, lift the quads. And release, big, big pose. Windshield wiper those legs before you turn the ear if you need to. And then when you're ready, right here on the mat, Shavasana, 10 seconds. When you're ready, take a brief press back to child's pose. In the interest of time, we're going to skip this next hot sit-up in between, and we're going to come right into Supta Virasana. So come to the front edge of your mat, out of child's pose when you're ready. So you just lengthen your spine after you compress it a lot. Now we're going to compress it again. I like to use my block in these poses, especially with my knees. So I'm going to take that to the mat. Now I want you to see this one from the front. I'm accommodating the block. You don't have to if you can sit your sit bones directly on the mat. You want your heels outside your tush. Okay, knees together the whole time and on the mat. Nothing changes about my lower body. From here, I'm going to show you from the side, so I want you to see good form. So don't compress the spine until you're ready and you know what you want to do, where you want to go with it. Palms down, fingers forward. Inhale, lift out of the heart. Exhale, let the gaze fall back. This is the pose for me. Sometimes I can go down to the forearms as long as I can keep my knees together and on the mat. Inhale, lift out of the heart. Take 2 more breaths. Maybe a lion's breath on the exhale. 1 more. Release, come up nice and slow. Straight spine, gaze up. Hands in front of the knees for just a moment. I want you to find down dog. You get some blood flow in the knees, so just one little pedal out. Now you're going to turn around, lie down, Shavasana. Hot sit up, guys. Arms above the head. Squeeze the belly. Inhale. Rock up. Sit up. Forward fold on the exhale. Flip over, facing the front edge of the mat again. We have half tortoise. Ardha Kurmasana. So we just compress the spine in reclined hero. Now we're going to lengthen it. So give yourself some front room in front of you. In half tortoise. Inhale, lift the arms. My knees and feet are together. Accommodating the block if needed. Exhale, biceps by the ears as you lengthen the spine and bring the forehead down. Press into the knife edge of the hands. Soften through your shoulders. Breathe into the length of the spine. Give me 1 more. And release. Big inhale lifts you all the way up to seated position. Your core is tight. Exhale, arms float to your sides. Turn around, lie down, Shavasana. Coming right into our hot sit-up. Legs are zipped up, arms are above the head. Squeeze the belly. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, forward fold. Flip over. Facing the front edge of the mat again. Now we just lengthen the spine. We're going to counterbalance with another spinal compression. Camel pose. This is a big pose. If you're feeling lightheaded at all, keep the hips on the tush on heels. Ideally, you're up on your knees with 2 fist twists between your knees. Hands come to the low part of the back. I'm not going to cue hands to heels. If you're comfortable with that, you take it. I wouldn't unless you're totally confident, okay? I like my fingers up to get my forearm stretched. You can do pockets, you can do prayer. It's up to you, but keep the back support. Inhale, lift out of the heart, squeeze the butt. Exhale, let the gaze fall back as the pelvis presses forward and the elbows squeeze together. 10 seconds. I love lion's breath in this pose. Another one. Release, inhale, straight spine. Look up, gaze forward, sit down and back. Exhale, here, release the hands. All right, we're going to counterbalance that again. Now we've got rabbit pose, Shasangasana. Whoops, we got our Shavasana first. Got to do our sit-up. Come all the way down to the mat. Lay down Shavasana. We're coming right into that core move. Arms above the head. Inhale, rock up, sit up. Exhale, forward fold. Flip over. Shasangasana, rabbit pose. Now we're going to lengthen the spine. Hands come to grip the heels or your sit bones. Wherever you're at with it, inhale, lift out of the heart. Exhale, hollow the belly. Use the grip to bring your forehead to your knees. Okay, I'm using my grip to continue pulling away the shoulders away from the ears.
So you can feel that nice big length of the spine, opening of the sides of the neck. If you want more and you've got your forehead touching the knees, then maybe lift the hips off the heel. Hips release back down to the heels and release the pose. Keep the grip till you're upright on your seat and then release the grip. Okay guys, turn around, lie down, Shavasana. We're restoring from here on out. You did the big parts. Now we've got the most important ones. Restoring and breath and Shavasana. Arms above the head. Here we go. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, forward fold. All right, you're going to face the front edge of your mat and take the right leg out 45 degrees. I'm going to show you from the side just because I want you to see me. So I've got left sole of the foot in, right leg out 45 degrees, foot flex, pulling the flesh out from my sit bones for a tall spine. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bend the knee or twist to the right and descend towards the right knee. To deepen this, press your left sit bone down to the mat and drop the left shoulder to meet the height of the right. Maybe your forehead comes to your knee or you take your collarbones toward your toes. Another breath. And release. I like doing this one with my wide legs just for my knees, but ideally you'd have that foot in. Now we're going to switch it up. Right foot into the left thigh, left toes flexed. Inhale, twist. Exhale, descend to deepen. Push that right sit bone down and drop the right shoulder to meet the height of the left. 10 seconds. Feels so good. Okay, guys, release, come on up. You'd be facing the front edge of your mat. You're gonna bring the legs together, turn around, lie down. We're just coming from Shavasana from this end this time. Right into our forward fold and keep it there. Inhale, lift up, rock up. Exhale, forward fold, and stay. Okay, so I like to take a grip for a couple of breaths in my forward fold, just to really feel a stretch in the back of the body and the flow part of the back. And then I like to take a couple breaths with everything just fully disengaged and my head falling forward. Absorbing all this beautiful energy that's internal right now. Everything you just created and intended and sealed in here with your practice. Release when you're ready. Head comes up last. Now we're going to take seated spinal twist. You'd still be facing forward again. I'm going to show you from the side just so you can see me. Left leg out, right foot up and over, plant the roots on that right foot. You can bring the left heel back. That typically doesn't feel very good on my knees and you need to be able to root those sit bones. Personally, I like the leg out. Right hand, kickstand behind the body. Inhale, left arm lifts, twist, drop the tri to the thigh. Inhales lift you up out of the crown and the kickstand. Exhales twist you at the ribs. Look over the right shoulder, ground the right toe. And release, come back, counter twist. Now I'm going to show you the other side from the side so you can kind of see it from both views. Now we've got the right leg out, left sole of the foot up and over, pulling the flesh out from the sit bones, ground all four corners of the left foot, left hand kickstand, right arm lifts, twist, drop. Inhales lift me out of the kickstand and the crown. I'm dropping my left shoulder away as I look over it. Ground that left big toe, 10 seconds. And release, counter twist. All the physical moves are done, guys. Physical pose is done. Now we've got our breath work, and it's a really big deal. Kapalabhati breathing. If you're not familiar, I'm going to show you from the side. It's a staccato exhale up into the ribs. Immediate release on the inhale. Not too pretty, but we're going to get it done the way it's supposed to be, right? Find that, and you're trying to soften through the shoulders. We've got one set. Slow it first, and then quicker, okay? Here we go. Exhale your air. Inhale and we begin. Quicker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out of your practice. Shavasana, guys, turn around, lie down. Now, heels are at the side edges of the mat. You are fully releasing, absorbing all of the graciousness towards your body, all of the gratefulness for whatever it offered you today in the physical body, harmony between the mental and energetic body. It's just all letting go here. Let it get heavy on the mat. Feel that floor and that mat support you so that you don't have to right now. I encourage you to stay here for at least 60 seconds, longer if at all possible. I thank you so much for bringing your energy to the mat and sharing it with me today. We are all teachers and we are all students. Namaste.